Oh, man. Hey, man, look. I got a confession to make, y'all. I know I've been talking smack like the last couple weeks. Talking about how bad I was ready to tank and let's go ahead and get a top 5 pick and all that stuff. Brothers and sisters, I am not built for this, okay? Dog, this felt like going to a funeral on repeat this whole game, bro. We went to the repast and the funeral, and then we woke up the next day and had to go to the same funeral again, and bro, hey man, this is sad. I'm laughing because I literally made myself die laughing, bro, because I want to say around the time Zack Martin went out the game, man, and he was on that one knee, and I'm looking at this dude, and I'm like, God dang. And Troy Aikman talking about, oh, he's had such a great career, and essentially giving this dude eulogy on the field, bro. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so sad to watch. I don't want to go through this. Dog, I'm like, I do not want to go through I am not built for tanking because I'm literally starting to feel bad. Like, I'm like, this is sad to watch, y'all. Watching the Dallas Cowboys this season feels like when your parents used to make you go back outside to fight the bullies that chased you inside the house when you was playing with the neighborhood kids, and it was like, nah, go face that bully, and you gotta go back out there and probably get beat up. That's what this feels like, bro. This is what this feels like, man. It feels like we just sending our kids out to destruction every damn week, man. And it's getting worse and worse and worse every week. Somebody new goes down, y'all. Somebody new is going down. They yelling timber. They better move. This is, hey, man, hey. Look, you know what? Before we get into this, I want to read y'all this letter of gratitude, this gratitude gram that my daughter said she made for me today at school, man. My daughter's in 2nd grade, y'all, and she brought this note back home to me, and it made me feel so amazing. And times like this, when it's just, bro, this was the saddest thing, like, watching this version of the Dallas Cowboys, like, this is, it's not even like a thing of like, as a fan, it's like, oh, I'm so angry, this sucks, I hate to lose. Like, it's legitimately like, ouch. It's like sad watching it. So this is going to raise all of our spirits before we get into this. Dear Daddy, I am grateful for you because you are funny and silly. You make me laugh. And she spelled laugh L-A-F. I'm going to tell her she needs to fix that later. You tickle me. I know you love me and I love you. Love, Nicole, my daughter's name. I feel better now. Let's get into this, dog. But first, a word from our sponsors, BetUS, America's favorite sports book. And like I've been telling y'all the last couple weeks, if you just take the money line on any team that's playing against the Dallas Cowboys, you got a chance to take home some serious cash with BetUS after you've taken advantage of that 150% first-time deposit bonus using promo code YouTube150. With BetUS, you can bet on your favorite NFL football games in the largest variety of ways with all kind of betting styles, whether it's money line, parlays, whatever you want to do. You can do it on BetUS, so be sure to check BetUS out and appreciate BetUS for sponsoring today's episode. Be sure to gamble responsibly, and let's get into this. Hey man, what is there to say? What is there to say? Cooper Rush threw the ball 55 times and the running backs only ran the ball for real, less than 10 times before the game got out of hand. The running backs themselves had about 10 carries altogether while Cooper Rush was over 50 plus throws. Remember, this game was only like a 10-point game for a long time. Before Cooper Rush fumbled, Guyton picked it up, tried to take some notes from Steele from last week, but Steele tried to pick it up and then turned the ball over. Guyton actually succeeded in picking it up, then got tackled and turned the ball over and hurt his shoulder. And this is just adding to like the comically sad aspect of watching the bad news Cowboys. This is what these boys is called at this point. They the bad news Cowboys. Forget the bad news Bears. This is the bad news Cowboys. Brothers, what is going on, man? Hey, I know we all are on team tank. For real. We really are okay with this outcome because, like the thumbnail says, we're one step closer. Whether it's Travis Hunter, Tedoroyo McMillan, whoever you want, bruh, we're one step closer to having premium draft picks all of the 2025 draft so we can get all of these boo-boo players off of this team, bruh, and we can just start over and build around these core pieces and just start over bringing in some young guns, man, because this team needs a complete refresh, man. A complete refresh. I told y'all my last video about Mike McCarthy, I wasn't going to go hard on my mans, but damn it, Mike, you may have no plans for Thanksgiving, because I don't know if you're going to make it there, brother. I don't know if you're going to make it to Thanksgiving, Mike, man. I don't know if your schedule is going to have a football game on it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. Big Mike, we appreciate you, brother. You was out there looking stressed. I'm sorry that the Dallas Cowboys are causing your doctors and your heart extra work. I know it's already taken a lot for your heart to pump through all them Big Macs and stuff that you be stuffing in your face. But look, you gonna be relieved from your duties soon, Mike. It's okay, man. We appreciate your services. But in all seriousness, Zack Martin, man, that was sad to watch. And look, I know that people are inclined to want to, for some reason, and this is weird activities, for some reason, because the media and journalists and different people outside of Zack Martin's control, because those people aren't criticizing Zack Martin the same way they criticize other players, and we just keep it in the book, players of color. And at least that's what some people feel, right? That's what some people feel on the Dallas Cowboys. Some people feel, and this is not how I feel. I'm speaking to a perspective that I'm addressing right now. Some people feel that players of color get treated a different way by the Dallas Cowboys media and ownership than white players. And I'm here to say, even if that is true, guess whose fault that isn't? The players. So guess what we shouldn't do? We shouldn't try to overcorrect what the media and fans or whatever it is are doing and actually build some sort of weird animosity towards these guys like a Zack Martin and guys that have put it all on the line for the Cowboys franchise and fan base for years now. There's no reason for us to develop this weird type of animosity to compensate for the lack of vitriol the media or the outside forces are giving guys like a Zack Martin as compared to guys like a CeeDee Lamb or Dak Prescott or DeMarcus Lawrence or the people that held out for their money and they were treated differently, they were wrote about differently or whatever it may have been, or they were wrote about more, or they were made to look a certain type of way. Regardless of what the facts are with that, y'all, what we shouldn't do is we shouldn't place the ownership of that happening on the players or the individual. We can't get mad at the players because of how other people are covering said players. That's not fair. That's not right. I'm not going to sit here and look at Zack Martin in a salty light because I feel like he's not getting enough flack for holding out for a restructure last offseason. He's not living up to his contract. That would be very hypocritical because I say it all the time. These dudes' money and what they are making is not our business. It's fans. That has nothing to do with what's going on the football field. That is the job of the front office. That is their business. That is not our business. We shouldn't get mad at none of these players and none of that for that foolishness. And it would be hypocritical for me to sit up here and defend my guy Dak Prescott and other guys on our team for stuff like that. But I sit here and criticize Zack Martin? Absolutely not. Zack Martin, we appreciate you. Even if this isn't the last game or even if this isn't your last season, it should be. It should be, Zack. You don't look the same. Don't ruin your, don't tarnish your legacy, brother. We appreciate you. We appreciate your service. We appreciate your several years of high-level NFL guard play. I'm talking about top 1 or 2 guard play. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that, brother, because you held it down for a long time. Unfortunately, much like a lot of great Dallas Cowboys players over the last 20 years or so, the Cowboys were not able to reward your efforts with the ultimate goal or at least a deep run in the playoffs. And that's unfortunate because we've seen a lot of our players' careers get wasted because of this. And like Troy Aikman and some of the guys were pointing out on the broadcast, that's because of Jerry. That's because of the weird way he chooses to do business. And he's so arrogant in operations that he feels like anything that he does and decision he makes are going to be the right ones. And they're going to work the way that he feels that they're going to make. And maybe Jerry Jones, it's time for you to really admit that maybe you aren't as smart of a football person is what you think. Maybe you're a good talent evaluator, but maybe you truly don't know how to build a proper football team that is built to make deep playoff runs. Maybe you truly don't know how to do that, Jerry Jones. It's okay to be able to admit that sometimes. You clearly have done a decent job of picking some good players, some talented players, as the Cowboys roster has had all pros and an absorbent amount of all pros. But I will also add to this. The Cowboys brand has helped push some of those all pros through because guys are so overexposed in Dallas. So it's not even a function of are you really picking guys that are that good. It's also a function of guys are more known because they're in Dallas, because they're shown on primetime TV or in a favorable TV slot every single week. So are you really doing that good of a job of choosing talent, or are guys benefiting for playing with the star? I think it's a mixture of both of those. And I think that the all pros that you're getting, you need to stop taking so much pride in that, because again, part of what you've built with this brand, this machine that is the Dallas Cowboys, part of what you've helped to build and add on to it, because it was already here before you, Jerry. It's going to be here after you, Jerry. But part of what you built, man, that's what's elevating some of these players as well. That's what's elevating some of these guys' profiles and statuses, because it shows pretty darn well. Some guys can get attention here in Dallas and then they go somewhere else you never hear from again. We've seen it happen time and time again. And guys that get Pro Bowls in Dallas, they go to other places and you never hear from them again. And they can still be playing the same level of football. They just don't get the same type of accolades and media attention. So I don't think Jerry is nearly as good of a talent evaluator than what the all-pro selections may indicate. And I just think that we're in between a rock and a hard place. And we're stuck watching stuff like this that is just absolutely sad. Like, as a football fan, it's hard to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm living that tank life, and then really sit here and watch your team have to tank and to look and see what it looks like to tank, and to see guys frustrated and exacerbated and just look defeated. They just look defeated, man, and it's sad. It really is. But at the end of the day, we want to step close to that top 5 pick, y'all. So it's all good, man. It's all good, y'all. It's all good. It feel bad watching it, but keep your eye on the prize so you can keep your spirits up through this tumultuous season. Top 5 pick. Top 5 pick. We've got one step closer to that. And we still the same old Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Hey! I'm still them boys.